Welcome back, everyone, to The Deep Dive. We're all about getting you up to speed on the latest and greatest when it comes to planning.
Absolutely.
And today we're going to dive into a topic that is near and dear to my heart,
Yeah.
paper planner layouts for business. We found this really cool article
Oh, nice.
from Lion Paper Products. It's called Top 10 Paper Planner Layouts for Business. And one of the things that really caught my eye was this stat that choosing the right layout can actually make you way more likely to reach your goals.
Yeah,
Like 50% more likely.
I think that's a huge misconception about paper planners is that they're like outdated, but they're really making a comeback. I think they're more relevant now than ever,
Yeah, I totally.
especially with all the digital distraction.
Yeah, it's like a way to kind of get back to basics,
It's true.
focus.
Yeah, get focused.
So let's jump right in. First up is the daily planner layout, the classic tried and true method. I think most people are pretty familiar with a daily layout. But are there any hidden benefits or things that make this layout particularly effective?
Well, I think it's all about that granular hour-by-hour view. It's perfect for folks who really need to see their day broken down into those manageable chunks. But what I find interesting is that a lot of these layouts will incorporate sections for daily goals and priorities. And that forces you to prioritize from the start. It kind of sets the tone
Makes sense.
for a more productive day.
Yeah, so it's not just about scheduling appointments. It's about actually shaping your day.
You're looking at your goals every time you open the planner.
Right. It's almost like a little pep talk, to yourself.
Right.
Now, a lot of people I know are really into the weekly layout. What about that one?
Yeah, the weekly view is great because it gives you a more holistic approach. You're not just thinking about today, you're thinking about how things flow across the entire week. And there was actually a study that showed people using weekly planners had a 25%.
Wow.
25%.
Boost in task completion.
That's huge.
It is.
Is it just because they can see the whole week at a glance, or is there something else going on?
I think it has to do with our natural tendency to procrastinate. When you see the entire week laid out like that visually, it makes deadlines feel more real.
That makes sense.
It encourages you to get ahead and spread out the workload.
So it's like a visual nudge to stay on track.
Yeah.
Now, what about the monthly planner layout? I feel like everyone needs to kind of have that big picture perspective.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The monthly view is like a strategic roadmap for your month.
Okay.
It's perfect for planning events, setting those long-term goals, and just kind of getting a sense of the overall flow.
Okay.
But the question is, are you using it to just passively observe, or are you actively strategizing?
Right.
Because people who actively use monthly layouts to break down those bigger goals into smaller monthly steps are way more likely to achieve them.
So it's not just a pretty calendar on the wall. It's like an actual tool.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tool.
Now let's talk about the hourly layout. Is that a bit much for some people?
Yeah, it can be intense, but it's powerful if you're the right person. It's like taking that daily view and supercharging it.
Right.
We're talking about breaking your day down into these hyper-specific time blocks.
So like if you're someone who thrives on structure,
Got it.
easily gets distracted or works on highly detailed tasks,
Okay.
this level of granularity can be a game changer.
So instead of blocking like an hour for work, you'd have like 20 minutes for emails,
Exactly.
30 for writing, 10 for brainstorming.
Yeah.
It's pretty hardcore. Is there a risk of getting too bogged down in the details with that?
There's always a risk of over-planning. But I think the beauty of the hourly layout is that it forces you to be realistic about how much you can actually accomplish in a day.
Right.
It encourages you to break down those larger tasks into smaller chunks, which makes them less intimidating.
So it's like a built-in productivity coach almost.
Exactly.
Like you can't fool yourself into thinking you can do a whole day's work in an hour with this thing.
Exactly.
All right. Now let's move on to something completely different. The free form, or the bullet journal layout. That always seems so creative, but also a little intimidating to me.
Yeah. It's definitely a more personalized approach. Bullet journaling is all about flexibility and self-expression.
Right.
So it's perfect for people who want to create a planner that really reflects their unique needs and preferences.
Got it.
Think like mood trackers, habit trackers, doodles, mind maps, you name it.
Yeah, I've seen those bullet journal spreads online. They're like works of art. But I always wonder, is it easy to get lost in the artistic side and like forget about the actual planning?
I think that's the beauty of it.
Okay.
It's as much a creative outlet as it is a planning tool.
Okay.
And for many people, that creative process is actually what keeps them coming back to the planner.
Okay, so it's not just about being organized. It's about like finding a system that you actually enjoy using.
Exactly.
Okay. Shifting gears now to something very focused. The goal-oriented planner layout. I'm assuming this is for the people who are all about crushing those big dreams.
For sure. It's all about intentionality with these goal-oriented planners.
Okay.
It's not just about like writing down your goals. It's about actually breaking them down into those actionable steps, tracking your progress and holding yourself accountable.
Right.
They often include space for reflection, like, reflecting on your wins, identifying areas for improvement. And that consistent focus can lead to a 30% increase in actually achieving those milestones.
Wow, 30%. That's a pretty compelling reason to try it out.
It is.
It's like having a built-in accountability partner almost.
Right.
All right. Now, let's move on to a layout that's near and dear to my heart as a parent.
Oh, yeah.
The family planner.
Oh, nice.
Keeping track of everyone's schedules is like a constant juggling act.
It's a lot.
It really is.
Yeah.
So what's the magic of the family planner? How does it help?
It's a lifesaver for busy households.
Okay.
It's all about centralizing everybody's activities, appointments, commitments.
Okay.
You avoid those dreaded scheduling conflicts.
Right.
Like, imagine color-coded sections for each family member.
Okay.
Shared spaces for meals, outings, maybe even a spot for tracking chores or allowances.
Wow. So it's more than just a calendar.
It is.
It's like a communication hub.
It is, for the whole family.
No more like last-minute scrambles like, wait, I had a dentist appointment. When?
Right, exactly.
Okay, I like it.
It just reduces stress. It fosters a sense of teamwork within the family because everyone knows what's happening, who needs to be where, and when.
Okay, now for our student listeners out there, let's talk about the academic planner layout. I remember back in my school days, just trying to stay organized was like
a nightmare.
A constant battle.
It is, for students.
It is.
Yeah.
So how can an academic planner help?
They're game changers for students of all ages.
Okay.
It's about creating a system for managing assignments, projects, exams, even extracurricular activities.
Right.
Think like dedicated sections for each subject, syllabus trackers, assignment checklists, exam schedules.
So it's like a roadmap.
It is.
For navigating the school year.
Exactly.
No more late night cram sessions or like, oh, I forgot about that paper.
Exactly. And the benefits go beyond just organization.
Really?
Studies show that students using academic planners
Interesting.
can see a significant improvement
Okay.
in their grades, sometimes as much as 20%.
100%. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So from frazzled student to like academic superstar.
Potentially, yeah.
All thanks to a well-structured planner.
Right.
Now, for all the project managers and multitaskers out there, let's talk about the project planner layout.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is all about keeping those complex projects on track.
Yeah, the project planner is designed for anyone juggling multiple projects, whether it's for work, personal goals, creative endeavors.
Okay.
It's about breaking down those large, complex projects
Right.
into smaller, more manageable tasks and milestones.
Good.
Think timelines, Gantt charts, resource allocation, progress tracking,
Okay.
all within like a clear visual format.
Got it. So it's like having a mini command center
It is.
for each project.
Yes.
No more feeling lost in a sea of deadlines.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
because you can visually map out the entire project lifecycle,
Right.
you're less likely to overlook crucial steps
Okay.
or underestimate the time required.
That's huge.
It is.
All right. Last but not least, let's talk about the inspirational planner layout. I'll admit, I'm a little skeptical about this one.
Yeah.
Can a planner actually make you feel more inspired?
I think it's not so much about the planner itself, but how it's designed to encourage a more positive and mindful approach to planning.
Okay.
Think motivational quotes, inspiring visuals, spaces for gratitude journaling,
Okay.
prompts for reflection.
So it's like having a little dose of positivity built in.
Right.
But I'm still wondering, can that actually translate into results? Like,
Yeah.
does it actually work?
I think it's about cultivating a mindset
Mm-hmm.
that supports achievement.
Okay.
By incorporating those elements of mindfulness and gratitude,
Yeah.
these planners encourage users to focus on their strengths,
Mm-hmm.
celebrate their wins,
Okay.
approach their goals with a more positive and resilient attitude.
Okay.
And studies have shown that this can lead to increased motivation
Interesting.
and a greater sense of well-being.
So it's not just about feeling good. It's about like creating a mindset
Right.
that actually fosters success.
It's about recognizing the power of mindset
Mm-hmm.
and how it influences
Right.
our actions and outcomes.
That's really fascinating.
Yeah.
So we've covered a lot of different layouts here. What's the key takeaway for our listeners? Is it about finding that one perfect layout, or is there a more nuanced approach?
It's really about understanding there is no one-size-fits-all.
Okay.
The most effective approach is to actually view these layouts as like a toolbox.
Mm-hmm.
You choose the tool, or in this case, the layout
Right.
that best suits the task at hand.
So you might use a weekly layout for your work projects, a goal-oriented layout for like personal development,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe even a dash of that free-form creativity for brainstorming or journaling.
Yeah, exactly. And you can even like blend elements
Right.
from different layouts to
Right.
create a hybrid system
Right.
that truly reflects your unique needs and preferences.
So it's all about personalization, basically.
It is, yeah.
Finding what works best for you.
Exactly.
And speaking of creating something unique, our friends at Line Paper Products, they actually encourage this kind of personalized approach.
Mm-hmm.
They even have a call to action in their article, encouraging people to reach out and like collaborate on bringing their planner visions to life.
They do, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're all about transforming creative ideas into tangible products.
Right.
They want to help people design planners that they'll actually use
Mm-hmm.
and love,
So if you've been dreaming of that planner that combines like the best of all worlds, maybe a daily layout with a splash of inspiration and a dash of project management,
Right.
Lion Paper Products might be the perfect partner to help you make that happen.
They could be, yeah.
It's really amazing to me how something as simple as a paper planner
I know,
can
right.
have such a huge impact on our lives.
It's not just about managing time, it's about gaining clarity, setting intentions,
Yeah.
and creating a roadmap for achieving your goals, big or small.
And the right layout can really make all the difference in that journey.
It can.
It's about finding a system that helps you stay organized without feeling overwhelmed. A system that motivates you to take action.
Are sure.
And maybe even a system that brings you a little joy.
A little bit of joy in the planning process.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So as you embark on your planner adventures,
Mm-hmm.
remember, don't be afraid to break the mold.
Right.
Experiment.
Personalized.
Personalize and create a planner that truly reflects you and your goals.
And who knows, you might be the one inspiring Lion Paper Products
That's right.
with your innovative layout ideas.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive into the world of paper planner layouts.
That was fun.
Until next time, happy planning.